Repping my Hogwarts shirt. Hey everyone, it's Tasha from the Bookish Gal, and today I am doing a mega unhaul. Honestly, it kind of feels like I'm just giving away my whole book collection. It is not. I still have a ton of books, but I'm giving away a ton. I'm going to be selling these to one of my local secondhand bookstores, and the rest that I can't sell I'm going to be donating, so sorry I can't send these to you. But yeah, I really just wanted to declutter, get rid of the books that I'm not going to read, make room on my shelf for books that I will appreciate or reread, so hopefully someone else can enjoy these. The first book is Quarantine by Lex Thomas. This is book 1 in the Lunar series. I bought this a really long time ago. I never started it. I'm just not in the mood anymore. I don't think I'll ever read it. Chasm by Sherry J. Ryan. I really tried to get into it, but I just couldn't. It was boring. I didn't like the writing style. It's one of those books where you can't tell if what's going on is real or if it's just in the main character's head. It was just really hard for me to get into. I have The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong. I've held on to this for so long just because a lot of people really like this series, but I am into so much different supernatural and fantasy series that I'm already liking, and I don't want to overwhelm myself with too much, and I just don't think I'll ever gravitate towards this one. If I do, I can just borrow it from the library, so yeah, I'm just gonna pass on this one. Plus I only have this one book in the series, and I don't think I'll buy the rest. I'm also giving away Scarlet and Cinder, not because I didn't like it, because this series, the Lunar Chronicles, one of my favorite series of all time, but I only have these two in the series, and they're different publishers. Like, the sizes don't match, so they just don't really have a place on my shelf. In the future, I do want to buy all the hardcovers, just because, like I said, I did really love the series, and I could picture myself rereading it one day. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the paperbacks. Another series that I'm giving up, this kind of makes me sad, the Divergent series. Now, I read Divergent a really long time ago, but I absolutely loved it. Like, it was one of my favorite reads. Insurgent, look, I even tabbed it up. I don't know what for. Insurgent, I felt it was really boring. I did not like it. I'm almost done with Allegiant, but I hated this book. I hated reading it. I'm listening to it on audiobook, and it's not horrible, but it's still kind of boring. And just the series as a whole, the first book was so strong. The remaining two are they're not that good in my opinion. They're just not that interesting. I'm kind of finishing it just to finish it because I want to know what happens and stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna end up selling the series because I'm not enjoying it really. Okay, I have an arc of All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. This was a book that dealt with mental health issues, and I did really like it, but I am not going to reread it. I also have Red Queen, and this is by Victoria Aveyard. It's been too long since I've read this one. I've lost interest in the series. I don't find myself wanting to pick up the other books. I know at least 2 came out, I think. I just don't find myself picking up the other books. I've just totally lost interest, so I'm just gonna sell this one. I have A School for Unusual Girls, and this is by Kathleen Baldwin. This book I was sent from Torteen, but I just don't see myself picking it up, but I am grateful for them sending it to me. I feel kind of bad, but it was unsolicited, so I didn't know they were gonna send it. But yeah, this is set in England in 1814, and it's about girls that don't really fit into society. They get sent to a house that kind of, I think it deals with spies, so they turn them into spies. And the plot actually sounds pretty interesting, but I just don't see myself picking this up. A couple more arcs that I got sent a really long time ago. The Here and Now by Ann Brashares. I did really like this book when I read it, but I don't see myself reading it again. Also Teardrop by Lauren Kate. I've never read this, and I'm never going to. This cover though, eek. Eek. If You Stay by Courtney Cole. This is new adult, kind of erotic. I read it and I liked it. It was okay, but it's nothing worth keeping to me. It didn't really stand out, and I have a ton of new adult books, like way too much, so I need to clear up that shelf. I have Broken Skies by Teresa K. I got sent this for review and I actually did really like it when I read it, but again, just the situation where I waited too long to read the second one. It was just not interesting to me anymore, but I did really like this first book. I have Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. I heard really good things about this book. I believe it deals with OCD. I just don't really have much interest in it anymore. And finally, this one I'm kind of on the fence about, but I have Burn for Burn and Fire with Fire. There's also one more book in this trilogy. I did read Burn for Burn and I liked it until the very end. There's a twist at the end that just really came out of left field. It just completely changed everything in the story. It just wasn't what I was expecting and it kind of gave me a sour taste for the rest of the series. But I'm just wondering if I should even continue to read this. If you've read the series, let me know. Like I said, the twist at the end of the first one, it just really threw me off, but before that twist I did really like the book. So yeah, I'm not really sure if I should continue on with the series or not. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that is everything that I am getting rid of. It is a decent amount of books that I'm clearing off my shelves. It feels good to declutter though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, one of my favorite things to do is clearing out the fridge of all, like, you know, the old food that you're not gonna eat. I kind of want to do that right now. I love decluttering. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.